everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to briefly share how I transferred over to a better college for fashion design. Also, just a quick disclaimer, this video is not to bash one school and praise another school. Throughout life you're going to have experiences that shaped you or brought you to a realization of your own value. Let's start from the beginning. So my junior year of high school, I knew that I wanted to go to a school for fashion design. So I was only looking for fashion design institutions. But my advisor told me to add non-art schools to have a backup to fall upon because art schools are like really competitive. So I'm like, cool, but in my head I'm like, I'm not going there. So the non-art institutions made their decisions based off of GPA scores, SAT scores, interviews, and also essay writings. The art schools require portfolio submissions and portfolio reviews. So I got accepted to LaSalle University, Bloomsburg University, Indiana University, Millersville University, and Slippery Rock University. And for the art schools, I applied to Philadelphia University, which is now Thomas Jefferson University, Albright College, and FIT. I remember applying to FIT, but something happened. They were telling me it wasn't realistic, and me as a practical person, I was like, okay, maybe it is unrealistic. So I was like, okay, you're right, let's not aim too high. They was like, girl, you shooting for the stars, and you're shooting for the trash can. So I went through the application process for Thomas Jefferson University, and I had to submit a fashion portfolio and a video of me explaining why sustainability is so important in the fashion industry today. I never had any experience with fashion courses, so my portfolio was not strong as it could be. So after everyone submitted their portfolios, portfolio review day came, and I got the chance to actually be on campus and feel the atmosphere. And I was excited. It was like a really nice campus. I felt like, oh my gosh, I see myself here. Like, this is the place where I want to be. This is for me. I just remember like walking in or whatever. I had like my bag, my like duffel bag or whatever, because I was like designing jeans at the time. So like I had like the jeans that I like customized and like upcycled, and I brought them with me that day, and I was going to show like the professors there. And then while we like sitting in line, like just waiting to get inside to show the professors like our garments, I remember the students there was like really friendly, and they wanted to know like what did I have in my bag, whatever. So I was showing them like what was in my bag. They were like, oh my god, these jeans are like so cool. Yeah. I was like, thank you. And everybody was like from different parts of like the US. Like somebody was from like New York. I think somebody was from California. And then somebody else was from, I think somebody was like international. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm in the room full of like people from everywhere. A week after the portfolio review, I received a letter from Thomas Jefferson University saying that I was ejected from the institution. I said, okay. So I lost all hope. But then I received an acceptance letter from Albright College, a school that has fashion design. Yes, which I didn't have to submit a portfolio for, and they was offering me a lot of money. Let's close the deal. So I was hyped that a school with fashion design accepted me, and it was like realistic to attend. But I didn't tour the college previously, and the day that I finally visited was the day that I picked up my deposit for my placement at the institution. And I really didn't get to see everything the school had to offer. So my first year at Albright was okay. I took 2 general ed courses and 2 fashion courses for my major, an introduction to sewing course and a fashion fundamental course. But then my second year, I started to see the school for what it really was. I started to feel like really uninspired on campus. The campus aura was just not right. Plus the architecture of the buildings was like really old. Plus the fashion design hall was too small, and it was combined with other majors. Girl, we all can't fit in here. Like something gotta go, something gotta give. Plus, I think the design hall was like, used to be a church, but I did make the best out of the situation. I was a part of many clubs, and I also showcased some of my collections at the fashion shows. And I met a lot of amazing people that I still communicate with today. The second year at Albright College, I took CAD and intermediate construction. Taking intermediate construction was my breaking point. Not because of the challenge, but because I felt like the professor was not educating the students properly. First, the class was at 8 a.m. and the professor would just tell us what to do, and we had to sew right away. And I'm more of a visual learner. There was like 10 TVs in that studio. Display a tutorial on the big screen. Anyways, I began to enter a dark place, and my needs as a designer was not being fulfilled. So halfway through the semester of my sophomore year, something told me to apply to Thomas Jefferson University and FIT again. But the workload at Albright started to pick up, and I was already overwhelmed. To still complete college assignments and submit 2 entirely different portfolios to 2 different colleges? I can't even explain the stressativity, if that's a word. Stressativity or stresstivity? One of those are a word, and if it's not a word, listen. I'm putting my money on it, and I'm making it a word. So FIT wanted like 3 projects and like sewing samples, and Thomas Jefferson wanted you to organize your fashion projects from your previous courses. Sewing samples and also anything that you did on your free time. Plus I had to submit my unofficial transcript from Albright, which was good, so I wasn't really worrying about that. So I began to really push my pen to get up early to knock out my schoolwork and also my portfolio work. Not to mention that I was participating in extracurricular activities as well as showcasing my collections at fashion shows, while in the mix of doing college work and also preparing 2 different portfolios. remind you. And it got to the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Wait, because I would really be in lab and everybody would be like working on like the project that's due like the next day, and I'll just be sitting there working on like the portfolios. They'd be like, you working on that portfolio? We got a project due at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I would just be like, listen, I do that at 3 a.m., okay? Then my application to FIT started malfunctioning. Then I had to start over. So then I had to end up canceling the FIT application, which was a difficult decision. I felt like I was giving up on my dreams. But I did have Thomas Jefferson to keep pursuing. So I finally finished my portfolio and submitted it right before the deadline. And there was just a moment of accomplishment. So it was the current fall 2019 at Albright College, and I was applying for spring 2020 at Thomas Jefferson University. Winter break came for Albright, and I was still awaiting a response for Jefferson. I was patient but also persistent and checked up on my application status, because you never know if something happened on your part or their part. And there happened to be an error because they had the previous address from when I applied before, but my address has changed since then, so I had to get that cleared up. So I was on winter break from Albright College, and the semester was about to start back up in January, and I was still waiting for Jefferson to respond. I'm like, am I going back to Albright or I'm going to Jefferson? You know, I had to sit and be patient. So then I got a phone call and they wanted me to come in for a portfolio review. So then my father had to take me up to Albright so I can collect my fashion projects. So the professors at Albright love to keep students' work hostage, so I had to redo all my sewing samples the night before my portfolio review. The interview came and I was nervous, but I still presented myself very professionally. Then that next morning, I received a phone call saying that I was admitted to the college. And in that moment, I knew the value of hard work and persistence to get the outcome that you want in life. So this video is to let all of you know, if something in your life is not meeting your expectations, you're not stuck there. Don't settle for less. We don't have that much time on this earth. Work hard and be where you want to be. And if you're told no the first time, work 10 times harder and come back and kick the door down and shine through. But I am thankful for Albright for giving me the opportunity to attend their institution and providing me with classes that can help build a professional portfolio. But the overall school was not for me as a creative. Thank you guys for watching. Hope this video inspired you guys to go after your dreams.